Hello.
Hi.
We continue our conversations with wine and barley all together. We're still working the rosé bottle, believe it or not. Same bottle, okay? We're not put a second one yet.
All right, guys. So we're back in Miami from a long vacation in Spain, and we're just here on the balcony at in South Beach, having conversation,
Oh, you
trying
sound
to
like
get
you're
settled.
so sad. In South Beach.
Am I sad? No, I'm just like in South Beach. Like I guess because like there's a lot of construction going on here, so Bay's not totally settled yet. But it's progressing and it's going to be beautiful when it's done. So we're out on the terrace, and what you see behind you is downtown Miami. And you're looking here. This body of water here is Biscayne Bay, and all those beautiful lights and buildings is downtown Miami.
Oops.
We were just having a
We're gonna be
conversation.
real professionals.
We were just having a conversation. I was just like, we have to record this. So I asked. So Bay has a friend. When we were in Spain over the summer in Marbella, he has a friend.
Javi, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Javi will watch this thing.
He has a friend named Javi.
Oh, he's looking for
I
a new girlfriend.
Okay,
Yes.
so the
Cool dudes, you know.
friend from Aranda, they grew up together, whatever. So that it was the first time that I was meeting Javi. And somewhere during the conversation, he goes, "Oh, I've been to Atlanta, you know. Oh, those people are so nice there. It's just like really, really nice. By the way, do you have a cousin? Like, I'm looking for a girlfriend." And I was like, what an interesting lead up. Like, everyone who's never really had any intimate relations with black people, they always say, I've been to Atlanta, so that qualifies me. So I was just asking.
Well, guess what? I've never been to Atlanta. And I never had an intimate relationship with any black girl.
Well, mentira,
Ah,
right?
okay.
Okay, because,
Yeah.
you know, Bay's former wife,
Working on it.
Latina, she was black Panamanian,
Oops.
beautiful woman. She, unfortunately, passed 10 years ago. And so I was asking him, like, what? Because he came from Spain. He came from a small town in Aranda. Not too many black people. Tell us about the population of you know, people of color in Spain, like black people or.
So growing up in Aranda, we were like maybe 15 to 20,000 people in my town. And the only black people that I met were the three guys called the Bolopos, because their mother was from Aranda, and she first of all, I don't know why, what reason she had behind, but she went to Africa, to Equatorial Guinea, and she married a black man there. She had three kids, three sons, and apparently the old man died or whatever, and she came by herself with the three sons, and then she arrived in Aranda, small town again, north of Madrid, very nice.
So he's talking about a white Spaniard woman who lived from his town.
Yeah, blonde. It was. I think
Yeah.
she was blonde.
White Spaniard lady who went to Africa, found an African husband, and came and brought those kids back to Aranda. Came back to Aranda.
So the one year, I mean, we just started school, and then there was three black kids there, and there was one in my classroom, and his name is Fernando Volopo, and he was cool, smiling, and kind of like, for them, they spoke Spanish because in Equatorial Guinea they speak Spanish. So then there was, and I guess they learned Spanish at home with their mother. So for them, that was easy, and they were like very cool. As I told you before, like they were the champions on any kind of athletic competition by far. And I hope this is not the first time I saw a human jumping above his head height was one of the Balopo dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, what? How can you do that? I mean, we were like, in the school trying to like high jump.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I couldn't even jump up to here. I probably was like, to my hips, more or less. And you watch these guys are jumping about taller than they are, and that was amazing.
So half white boys can jump, half black boys. So these were mixed kids. So half white boys can jump. But anyway, I'm sure that they're, had other abilities too. Maybe they were great mathematicians, not just athletic. But he definitely witnessed a level of athleticism that he had never witnessed before. So that was his.
We didn't look at anybody's grades, anyways, but just at the gym, watching those guys like performing, it was like, wow, look at them. They're bringing sports to a different level.
Yeah, we always do. We always do.
Sorry, I mean that's.
We do. Look at it. We're taking up gymnastics now, ice skating, golf.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you're just like, whatever. We don't even want to go into that. But so his brushes or circles just weren't very wide. And then he moved to New York. And then
New York City, man.
New York City.
Kojak, John Travolta.
Right. So you moved to New York
Padrino.
City. And all of a sudden, this one right here wants to date a black chick. Talk about that. Your first date with a black woman.
Oh, well, my first date. My first date should have happened much earlier, but I was too. When I first arrived in New York City.
We need to come over this way.
Yeah, but
You can sit there, but just come closer in the frame. There you go.
So, because I feel good, like, New York City was so amazing for a small town guy like me who would know English. When I went to the supermarket buying some like milk and chocolate and maybe some sausages, and I said, okay, here's how much. I couldn't say even how much. They would just say, $5, and I would just say thank you, and they said you're welcome. And I was like, how do you know I just showed up here in this country? You're welcome. And they were, you're welcome. And I was like, how can people know that I'm just arriving in this country?
Okay.
They keep saying, you're welcome. I'm like, okay, thank you. And I would say, thank you again. And then they said, you're welcome. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, well, thank you. I'm welcome. All right, so get out of here.
Okay, so I was going to stop you on that tangent, but that's actually very, very funny that he thought,
yes.
Because like you're welcome is a really interesting way of showing gratitude, and he was new to the country, and every time he said thank you, someone said you're welcome, and he thought they were welcoming him to the United States. But it's just our really weird language. It sometimes doesn't make sense. It's just like if I'm showing gratitude. Am I welcome? Am I appreciated? I have no idea, but it's
now guess what? I'm not welcome in certain places. I'm not welcome anymore. I don't understand.
Okay, babe. Get back to your first date or your first, like when you realize.
Crush? You want me to tell you about my first crush?
No, because that's going to take too long. We'll go just
no,
really
I
quickly.
have to tell you.
Really quickly.
I got a job. Well, first of all, just landing in New York City in Manhattan and seeing all these like beautiful, cute black chicks. I was 28, and for some reason I got really like, oh man, like very attracted. Really
what do you mean for some reason? There's a lot of reasons. We're the bomb, baby.
Yeah, I was like,
like for some reason.
I was only with, I experienced only white chicks in Spain. Look at these beauties around here. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Wow,
and there were so
sexy.
Many of us there.
Yeah, there was one that I never really went any further, but I got a job at the bank at Lehman Brothers, and we had a cafeteria in one of the floors, I don't know, floor 27 or something, and that was the cafeteria for the employees. And then there was a cash register, black, young, beautiful woman. And she was fun. She talked to every guy that passed through the food and stuff. And she was like, so, hey, how you doing?
So she was a cashier.
Yeah, cashier. I thought she was hot. But a lot of wet dreams about her.
Okay, you don't have to.
Really? Okay. I'm sorry, miss. That's too much.
You liked her, and we'll leave it
Oh,
at
but
that.
I was
You
never
thought-
really like. Couldn't find it. I've been a shy guy. I am.
He is
So,
very shy.
But she was very cute, and so I was like, oh man, I gotta try this spice. Yes, I need to try the spice, and then I never went back.
I knew you were gonna say
Yes.
that corny shit.
Oh, so
I
it's
knew
the
you
best,
were gonna
best
say
spice
that.
in the world. Cheers.
We know, we know.
Cheers.
So yeah, so it's interesting. I was telling Bay that the guys that I have, like the white guys that I've dated, they always seem to reveal at some point during the relationship, oh my God, I didn't know how to approach you. They're really strategic, really calculated. They don't just come up and say hi. They have to have a plan, right? So it's like, so I was just wondering if you had a plan, if you just kind of just like went for it, or if you were intimidated at all, if you were fearing rejection or at all.
No, wow, I was just living life.
I'm glad.
Just
that's a beautiful
just moving
thing.
through life. That's it.
That's a beautiful
But it was
thing.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me now. Ooh.
Look at me now. Look
With this
at me
beautiful
now.
bonbon.
Getting papers.
Okay.
All right, so that was, just a little something that I had to ask him, like, where did the courage come from, especially if you've never dated? I mean, like, I would love for everyone to just, like, have courage, but it's just, like, society puts pressures on us to be in certain boxes and to date certain people, so, like, yeah, so it was great that you just thought, I'm gonna date whoever the hell I want, and
Yeah.
that was it.
Yes. So it's like I'll obey my personal impulse, not some of what I'm being told to do.
Yeah.
And I know, been around for a while. But I don't, this is a little silly lie, but I don't want to be in my deathbed saying shit, I should have lived with that beautiful black woman instead of, obeying or just saying what the society and some members of society were telling me to do. So I don't want to be when I'm in a deathbed. I'm like, I want to say, okay, I could have done better and done better in other aspects, whatever. But I dated a woman that I loved, and I'll be proud of that. And it will. And I don't expect many difficulties really. I don't, because whoever doesn't understand me or doesn't accept me, oh, he's got a black girlfriend or black wife, whatever. I'm like, he's not worth to be my friend. I don't think so. Keep your social, corset, tight belts, you name it, like,
Yeah.
you name it, whatever.
Yeah.
No, okay, you can keep those. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I do want to say
Cheers.
my whole thing with dating white boys came when I was like in high school, and I was just like such this little skinny little flaquita, and the guys that, like the women who were like real chunky and got everything hanging out.
but nothing wrong with those. So,
Nothing wrong with those. They're beautiful, curvy. I love it. Wish I had more hanging out myself, but I don't. But anyway, I could not get a date. I remember I had one boyfriend, and then he went off to college, and then we just didn't reconnect. But I was not one of those girls that everyone was like trying to pursue, because I was just like real thin. I remember like I would literally wear 2 or 3 pairs of pants to make my butt look bigger. And then when it was time to switch clothes for physical education, I would wait until everybody left the locker room, and then I would change. So I was late for PE all the time because everyone was like, "Why are you?" You know, I didn't want anyone to see that I was wearing so much clothes because I was embarrassed. So anyway, that was that. I couldn't get a date. I didn't feel beautiful. I started working in 10th grade at this really upscale seafood restaurant. And all of a sudden, the white boys were like, "Who's that girl?" And I was like, "Who, me? Are you looking at me? Am I cute?" So I was just like, okay, if white boys like this, then that's it. And I didn't think anything else of it. I just wanted to feel great and beautiful, and I'm not gonna say that black men never make me feel beautiful. I did have this one boyfriend, and he was just like totally into me, but for whatever reason, our paths, we separated, and then yeah, the white boys were hitting on me left and right, so I went with that.
Oh, well, no wonder.
Yeah, I was just a little bold. I mean, I'm still thin now, but I was even more thin then, like scary thin. Like I stood sideways, you couldn't see me. It was that kind of thin. So yeah, we were just talking about our first, like how did we manage to, take the step towards interracial dating, because it's not easy when you're trying to, follow and conform. Stop. Telling me to cut the video, y'all. I'm still in the middle of my sentence. Okay, so
feels like when I was forced to go to the Catholic church. I was like, what is it? Come on.
So he does this thing, y'all. He was ready for me to cut the video. He puts his hand low and goes, "I'm gonna rat you out and tell them that you're trying to cut me off." Anyway, that was what I was trying to say. Like, there's societal pressures to dating outside your race, dating interracially. But you know what? If you have passion for someone and you want to explore, I encourage you to do that, because none of us know. We don't know what's going on here. We have a few people setting the rules, and those people have no clue what's going on. So do what you feel. Life is short. Have fun. Love who you love. Be courageous.
Okay.
Give me some sugar.
That was nice.
Ciao.
Okay. Bye. See you.